Today, I'm going to show you a complete beginner's guide of the iMac. I'm going to show you some of my favorite tips, tricks, and hidden features, allowing you to leave this video as an iMac expert. Let's get started. You can see on the box here we have a picture of the iMac. It's the back. You can see the power connection cable and your USB-C ports and the power button. On the front it says iMac. It's right there. On the other side, it has the front of the iMac where you see the desktop wallpaper that spells iMac in this very clever way. The M and the A and the C and the stand. On the side, you've got a side of the iMac. And then on the other side, you've got the other side of the iMac. And on the bottom, you've got all of the tech specs where it talks about what kind of iMac this is, where we've got the M4 chip, the Apple M4 chip, and all of the memory, the CPU, and the solid state drive, the flash storage that we have embedded in. So that's what's on the box for the iMac, this 2024 edition of it. And on the very front of it, there is a pill tab that allows you to open it up. So let's go ahead and dive in and unbox this for the very first time. So on the very front, there is a little sticker, and it allows you to rip open the iMac. So all I have to do is just rip this open. I'm gonna bring this in closer so you can see it. There's a little pull tab. You just start ripping just like that. You can see the paper comes off and it goes all the way across the entire box, and you rip that off and you're able to open up the iMac for the first time. This box just opens up. I'm going to discard the paper and I'll go ahead and lift open the top of the iMac just like that. And now I can turn it around and kind of see. This is what it looks like. So we have opened the iMac box, and in the top here we have all of our lovely accessories like the keyboard and mouse and stuff. But then in the side, in the component, we can go ahead and undo the box. It just opens up to the right there, and we can walk over here and open this up to the left, and it allows you to take the iMac out. And then it's really nicely packaged up. You can see here from all of the Apple components. We can go ahead and lift up this component. And the iMac is right here. So it looks like it's upside down inside the box. So I'm going to carefully pull this out. And we've got the iMac. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over, and I'm going to put it on the side over here. Alright, so now inside here we have all of the different accessories. So we can go ahead and open up this component right here for the box, and then all the accessories just fall out like that. So the mouse, the magic mouse has fallen out. The keyboard has fallen out. And we got this in the green colorway, so it's a nice color. We can go ahead and open this up. It's got a little pull tab right here. We pull it. And just like that, we've got our brand new Magic keyboard, and in this edition it comes with USB-C instead of Lightning, so that's a nice plus. I'm going to put the keyboard to the side there. I'm going to discard the paper. Let's take a look at the Magic Mouse. So the Magic Mouse, same kind of concept here. You rip the paper off, you undo it, and this is our Magic Mouse. Same kind of design, same charging port on the bottom, except it's USB-C this time rather than Lightning. So everything with iMac now is USB-C. And you've got the sensor and the on button. So we can go ahead and turn that on. That way when we boot up the computer, it will be on. And same with the keyboard, there is an on and off switch. I'm going to discard the paper. So the on and off switch is in the top right here on the side of the keyboard. So if I can get this into focus, it's on the side of the keyboard. You just swipe it over to turn it on just like that. So that's where your power switch is for the Magic keyboard. It's on the side next to the USB-C charging port. Alright, so we've got those turned on. Next up, we've got our cable adapters. So the most important one probably is the power. We've got this big power brick right here. We're gonna have to undo this in order to plug it up. It's got a nice little Apple brick right here. And then it's got some more cabling here. So this is their proprietary charging and power brick. Well, it doesn't charge the computer. There's no battery in it, but it allows you to power it. So we can go ahead and unconnect all the cables there. So this is the end that goes into your computer. It's a little circular end right here. It looks like this. You plug this into the back of the computer, which we will do once we clear. And then this other end here, you get another cable. So there's two cables. Pull this cable out of the box right here. And you'll have to connect these two together in order to power up your iMac. So we'll undo the packaging for this. I'm just going to go ahead and rip this out. So you connect this end into the power brick. You connect this end into the wall. And you connect the opposite end into the iMac. And one nice touch with the iMac is that the power cable is colored based off the color of the iMac. So since we got a green iMac, we got a green power cable. So there we go. We've got the power cable that we need to plug up and to power up this iMac. We've turned on the keyboard, we've turned on the mouse. Next up, we've got some chargers here. It looks like we can charge up our USB cable for the mouse or the keyboard. So we'll go ahead and undo that, and we've got a USB-C to USB-C. And of course, all you have to do to use these is just plug them in that way to your keyboard, and you plug this other end into the back of the iMac, and it charges it up just like that. So I'll show you those ports momentarily. So now that we've kind of unboxed everything, I'm going to go ahead and put the box to the side, and let's bring the iMac center stage and go ahead and take a look at what it's like to boot it up. There are some guides, some paperwork here. It says iMac and has a little quick start guide for us along with some legal paperwork. So I'll go ahead and keep that in there. So let's see, I'm going to fold this back up. And then a big fancy box here. I'm just going to pick it up and discard it, put it on the side here. And then I'm going to bring the iMac to the center, and we're going to plug up the iMac. So you'll notice on the iMac here, there are a few pull tabs because this is wrapped in paper. So we'll go ahead and pull the paper tabs off. We'll just, very sticky. So we'll hold it down and pull off, and then this should just be able to pull off just like that. So we're able to discard the paper for the iMac. And look at this green. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. You've got the Apple logo in the center. You've got two USB-C ports, and then you've got the power button. And then on the side here of the iMac, you have a headphone jack, 3.5mm headphone jack for those that want to listen to music with their headphones. And then on the front here, it's got another sticker to protect the screen, and it just says hello. We can go ahead and we can put our keyboard center. This is what it would look like if we were using it. You would have your keyboard right here, your mouse on the side. Let's go ahead and rip this sticker off. And this is what the screen looks like. So we just hold down the iMac on one end, and we rip the sticker off on the other end. And now we'll go ahead and we take our green power cable, and we'll need to turn the iMac around, but we want to plug in the circular part into the back. That's how we give it power. So we just flip this around right over here, and it feeds through nicely. They've got a hole right here. So it's almost magnetic, where you snap the power cable in, you give it a little pressure, and it plugs in just like that. And then you'll take your other end and you'll plug it into the wall. So this is what that looks like. You take this end and you find your wall outlet and you plug it in. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in. and I have successfully plugged it in, so I'm going to flip it around here. Now the power button is right here on the left side of the iMac, so we'll keep that in mind when we use it. We've recently launched a brand new AppFind Store at appfind.store, and you can get access to some incredible products for your Apple devices. And we're going to take a minute to take a look at all of these incredible products. Starting off with the AirPods case. You carry around your AirPods 2 all the time, and you can use this lovely case here to protect it and to add some style and color to it. So we can go ahead and open it up here and put it on our AirPods just like this. So it comes open and we can pull it out, and it's into two pieces here. So you've got the top piece, which covers the top part of the AirPods. You just slide it over like that, and it covers it just like that. Now, I put it on backwards. I'm going to flip it around. There we go. So that way, you can still have the hinge open up just like that. And now, we've got the bottom piece. And the best part about this case is it lets you see the color LED light. So when you charge it or when you turn it on, the light comes on right there, and it lets you see without covering it up, so you can see the charging status or the pairing status just like that. And of course it comes with this little ring here that you can connect to your keychain or other devices. So there you go. That is the AirPods case for AppFind, a really cool product that you can now get using the AppFind Store. You can scroll down below, or you can go to appfind.store and get it today. Next up, we've got two variations of an Apple Watch band. And if you've got an Apple Watch out there, you can get a stylish band here. I can go ahead and open up the band there. I'll go ahead and open up the second one here. So it's got a nice little component here. You pull it open, and you pull it down. And we've got two brand new bands that are now available in the AppFind Store for your Apple Watch. So you can bring your Apple Watch into play here, and all you have to do is disconnect them here and start. You've got them both kind of tied together in a way. So you can disconnect them both and then undo the band. And now we've got each Apple Watch band just like that. And now we can slide them on. So you may be wondering, how do you slide on an Apple Watch band? All you have to do is just slide it from the corner and slide it in. And just like that, we've slid in an Apple Watch band. Then we can take the other end and we can slide that in. And now we've got this brand new Apple Watch band attached to our Apple Watch. And here's another version of what it looks like. So you've got eye-popping colors here for your Apple Watch, your AirPods case, and then even better, we have them for the iPhone. So here we've got various cases for the iPhone. You've got the clear case, we've got a white case, a black case, and then even this blue, navy blue case color here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. And the best part about this blue MagSafe case is the fact that it wirelessly charges using MagSafe. So I can go ahead and pull the case out. I can bring in my iPhone, and I can go ahead and pop the iPhone in just like that. And now we've got our case protected. It's got a cutout here for our power button, and a cutout for the volume up, volume down, and the action button. So if you're still rocking an iPhone 15 and not upgrading this year, you can go ahead and get this case now. And keep an eye on the AppFind Store for the iPhone 16 cases that have the cutout button for the camera control. So that is the case, and you can see here we've got several other case designs. We can go ahead and open those up one by one and check them out. So we've got a MagSafe one, 15. This is really cool, a black case here. We've got a white case. So we can go ahead and open this up. We've got all kinds of colors, so you can check it out on the appfind.store and pick whichever color you like best. And here we've got a clear one. So I'll go ahead and open up the clear one for you. Clear one, you can see right through it there. And there we go. So those are the case options we have for iPhone. We've got this white one, we've got a clear one, we've got the black one, and then this blue one here. So that's an overview of all of our brand new products at the AppFind Store. You can get the Apple Watch band, the AirPods case, or the iPhone case at appfind.store today, and it's really going to be awesome. You'll be able to set it up on your new device and be protected and have a stylish way. So these are all the new products that we have from the AppFind Store, and we hope you enjoy them as much as we do. Here's a quick look at the AppFind Store. You go to appfind.store and you can use the promo code AppFind to get 15% off your order. You can see all of the products we just checked out, and you can purchase whichever ones you like the most. And don't forget to use that promo code AppFind for 15% off your order. So now that it's plugged in, we've got our mouse and our keyboard turned on. We're going to go ahead and press the power button and boot this up for the very first time. So let's go ahead and press the power button. We press it on the left side, it's on the back. We've got the Apple logo and the sound, and we are booting up this iMac for the very first time. It's got a loading bar, and it's going to take us through the setup process of what it's like to turn this on and to get it to your desktop. Now there are a few things that you have to do in order to set it up and to get using it. So it'll take about 10 to 15 minutes, but it lets us know, it wants us to turn on the Magic Mouse and turn on the keyboard. So we've already done this, but I'm going to show you again. You have to switch this on the very bottom of the Magic Mouse. You have to switch it on until you see the green, and then you have to switch the keyboard on the side here until you see the green. And then after you've done that, you should be able to tap away and activate the components here, and it should talk to each other like magic because it connects through Bluetooth connectivity. And there we go. It's saying hello in different languages. So we've got our preview here of all of the different languages here, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. We're going to take the camera a bit closer. That way you can see exactly what I see on the screen. Alright, now that we are zoomed in, let's go ahead and set up this computer for the very first time. So all you have to do is just press enter or click, and then it says language. So it wants you to select the language that you're going to be using for this computer. So you've got English, Spanish.
To use English as the main language,
We've got
press the return key.
VoiceOver.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
So it starts talking to us to help us set it up if we need that assistance. And then we can press the return key after we select English. So we just press enter, or we can click this arrow on it using the Magic Mouse. And now it wants us to select our country or region. I'm going to bring this in even closer so you can see. So next up, it's asking us to select our country or region. So for this, I'm going to select United States. You can see all the different lists of countries that it has on it.
macOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver. If you know how to use VoiceOver, press Command F5 now to turn it on and set up your Mac. If you would like to learn how to use VoiceOver to set up your Mac, press the Escape key.
So you can press the Escape key to learn how to use VoiceOver, which is an on-screen reader that allows you to use the computer with your keyboard completely. If you already know how to use it, then you can press F5, or you can press Command Option F5
Accessibility
for
shortcuts.
accessibility shortcuts. So you can,
Use the Tab key to navigate, and press space to toggle an option.
I'm going to turn on Zoom. That way you can see this clearer. But you've got tons of accessibility shortcut options from vision, motor, and hearing. And I'm going to press done. So you can select whichever ones you want. And now I'm going to be able to zoom into this so you can see it more clearly, because I know with the screen being so far away from the camera lens, it can be difficult. But here we have the United States selected. And now you don't have to turn on zoom. If you want to turn on zoom, you can. The way you zoom is you hold down Control and then you use the mouse to go up and down. You flick just like that after I've turned on zoom. But Control has to be held down while you're doing this. And that's an accessibility feature called Zoom. I love it. I use it every day. So United States, we've got that selected. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to select the continue button. So the continue button's right here in the bottom right. We hit continue and it brings us to our next stage, which is accessibility, where we can look at some of the vision features like turning on voiceover or turning on zoom. Zoom is already on. Turning on hover. So I'll zoom in so you can see some of these. So you can see all the different features for vision and speak selection and more, pointer size. So they've got tons of different features here, reduced transparency and more. And we can come over here and see all of them. One of my favorite ones is to turn on dark mode. So I'll click on the dark mode appearance and then press the continue button. You can reduce motion. You've got motor controls. You can turn on the accessibility keyboard. You've got hearing controls. You can turn on closed captions. You can flash for alerts. And you got cognitive controls like appearance and speak selection. So these are all accessibility options. We can hit continue. You've got typing feedback where your Mac will speak characters, words, and selection changes as you type, and hover text. So great accessibility features built right here into Mac OS that we're able to check out getting started. So we'll go ahead and press the continue button. And next up, it wants us to join our Wi-Fi network. So we'll go ahead and we'll find our Wi-Fi. So we'll scroll, we'll find it, and then we'll type in our password for the Wi-Fi network. And it's just like this. We'll press the enter button or the continue button right here, and it will start connecting to our Wi-Fi. So really handy. You'll need Wi-Fi to access the internet or to open up, your Chrome or your Safari or do anything online. You will need access to Wi-Fi in order to get started here. So it's connecting to the Wi-Fi network. It's taking some time. You can see that it's connecting in the lower left here where it says connecting, and then this is what the whole interface looks like by default. And just like that, we are good to go. So it says the software update with important bug fixes and security updates is available for this Mac. I'm going to say update later, and I will show you exactly how to do that just so we can speed through the setup process here. So we'll press update later. This icon appears when Apple asks for your personal information, so just let you know that that's what that icon means and how they use that data, and they respect your privacy. You can press the continue button right here in the lower right to move forward. You've got migration assistance where you can move from another Mac, from a Windows PC or another Mac time machine or startup disk. I'm going to say not now. You probably, if you don't have another Mac, there's a not now section in the lower left corner. But if you do have another Mac or another backup or another startup disk or a PC, you can migrate and all of your data will be transferred. But for me, there's no data to transfer, so I'm going to select the not now section right here. Now it wants you to sign in with your Apple account. So you can sign in with your Apple account. This is not required. There's an option at the very bottom in the left here that says set up later, but it does help out if you use things like the App Store or iCloud or all of your different devices. You can type in your Apple account username and password, and that will allow you to log in to all of the Apple services and get access to them on your iMac. So for me, I'm going to say set up later. And we'll come back to the Apple account, because for the Apple account that transfers all of my personal information and puts it on the computer. So if you want to, you can create a new Apple account. If you don't have one already, you can click create new Apple account. If you forgot your password, you can click forgot password, or you can say use different Apple accounts for iCloud and Apple Media purchases. So really cool that they've got all the different access options right here to log into your Apple account and get access to the App Store, iCloud, and other Apple services on this platform. So for me, I highly recommend logging in with your Apple account or creating one, but for the demo purposes of this video, I'm not going to put my my information on this computer. So I'm going to say set up now or set up later in the lower left. Set up later. I'll click that, and then it's going to ask, because it doesn't really recommend you do this. It really, Apple is known for their ecosystem. Everything works when you log in with your Apple account and they talk to each other if you have other devices like an iPhone or an iPad or another Mac. So Apple really, they're popping this pop-up up to let us know that, do you really want to skip signing in with your Apple account? I do not recommend skipping it, because again, you want all of your data to talk to each other, typically with your iCloud system. and it says an Apple account is used to automatically set up the App Store, iCloud, and other Apple services. So it lets you skip right here on the right side, or don't skip. I'm going to go ahead and skip, but for you, I recommend you typing in your personal information so you have it on your computer. So I'll go ahead and I'll press the skip button. And now we have terms and conditions, the macOS software license agreement, and the hardware warranty. We'll go ahead, we'll hit agree, and then we'll have to say that we read and agreed to the macOS software license agreement. So we'll go ahead and select agree there. And now we'll create an account. We'll create an account for this computer. So it wants our full name. I'll go ahead and type in AppFind, and then account name. This is the name of your home folder. And then you can create a new password or verify. I'm not going to set up a password on this computer. We'll go ahead and proceed. But it says, it's going to give me some kind of warning when I hit continue. So it says you haven't provided all the requested information. Go back with the arrows and check the marks. So in this case, I guess a password is absolutely required. So we'll type in a password. And now we can type in a hint. If you want, the hint is optional, but this is what it looks like. So you've got your computer account, you type in your name, you type in your account name, you type in your password, and then you press continue. And it creates the account. So you can see that creating an account is in the lower left side of this, and we're good to go here. So this may take a few minutes here, maybe 60 seconds, a little over a minute. And this is your computer account. You can also adjust the image. If you click on the soccer ball, you can change it to whatever you want. I'll zoom in there so you can see. You can change the soccer ball. That's your profile image. You can click on that image and change it to something else. So next up is enable location services. So location services allows apps like Maps and services like Spotlight to gather and use your data and your approximate location. I highly recommend enabling this. This helps out the apps that you're using. If you're using like a food delivery app or something, it can tell where you are, and then you just press the continue button in the lower right corner there. You just click that with the mouse, and now you can share Mac analytics with Apple. You can share crash data with Apple, usage data, and more. So if you want to share it with app developers, then you just click this checkbox right over here where it says share crash and usage data with developers, and then you just press the continue button. Next up is screen time. You get weekly reports, downtime and app limits, content and privacy restrictions, and screen time passcode. So this is great for tracking your progress on your computer, what you're using. I'm going to go ahead and set this up later, but you can set that up if you want to. Siri allows you to get things done. We've got it enabled by default. We press the continue button in the lower right. We can select our voice.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine.
I like voice number 3. I hit continue on that. Siri helps you find information and get things done just by asking. You just say Siri and then your request, and Siri listens for its name at the beginning. Or you can press and hold the microphone key and speak when Siri happens. So we'll press continue. Siri, how's the weather? So now I want you to save these. Hey Siri, send a message. Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Hey Siri, get directions home. Siri, play some music. And Siri is ready. So just like that, we went through a series of prompts where Siri's understanding how our voice sounds because we said a few things and it remembers it. So next time we say Siri or Hey Siri at the beginning of requests, the Mac will know exactly who's speaking and to activate the Siri command on the computer. So Siri is ready. We're good to go there. We're going to press the continue button in the lower right corner. We'll just press continue. And now we can improve Siri in dictation. This shares your audio recordings with their team that reviews them and makes sure that Siri is doing the proper commands. If you want to share them, you can press the share circle there. If you don't want to share them, then you say not now. And then you press continue in the lower right here. So we'll go ahead and press continue. And now we're good. Welcome to Mac. We just press this continue button at the very bottom, and we're presented with our Mac desktop. This thing is gorgeous. We've got the iMac wallpaper in the green finish, and our dock at the very bottom. And wow, this is lovely. Today we're going to be checking out Surfshark for our lovely promotion where you can get an incredible VPN for about $2.19 for their 24-month promotion. I'm going to go ahead and download this onto our phone and show you the setup process, but you can use the QR code on screen to take advantage of this deal and get access to Surfshark's virtual private network. You can secure your online browsing. It uses protection and hides your IP address, and you can get all kinds of great features to make sure that you stay secure when you're using the internet. And you can go to appfind.org/Surfshark or use the QR code on screen to take advantage of the deal that we have, the promotion that allows you to get Surfshark for 24 months at just $2.19. So let's go ahead. This app is almost downloaded, and I'll show you what it's like to set it up on your brand new iPhone. So this is definitely one of the first things I do when I get my new iPhone. I log in, I set up my virtual private network so I stay secure, whether I'm browsing at home on Wi-Fi or whether I'm on the go on someone else's Wi-Fi network or on 5G. When I have Surfshark enabled, I'm safe and it's fast and it's reliable. So I'm going to go ahead and open this application up. After you've clicked the link in the chat or in the description below, the Surfshark, the appfind.org/Surfshark, or you scan the QR code on the screen and sign up, you'll be able to download the app onto your phone. And then here it's got two options: to create an account or log in. You would have most likely already created an account when you've redeemed the promotion on the QR code or on the link in the description. So you would hit the login button and it asks you to continue with Google, Apple, or your username and password that you set up originally. After you have successfully logged in, this is what it will look like on your screen on your brand new iPhone 16. Now you may be wondering, what do you do? So what it's recommending is you to connect to a virtual private network in a certain location. Now your IP address can be from almost anywhere around the world that they have service. You can scroll down and it looks like I tapped on one. I tapped on one, and it instantly opens it up and tells me more about that. So I highly recommend picking something that's local or nearby, because what will happen is when you're using your virtual private network, websites will kind of detect your location, and if it detects that you're very far away from where you actually live, sometimes it may not let you log in, or it may block you because you wouldn't want someone logging into your account that's not actually you. So sometimes it can be very challenging to get around certain things like that. One of my favorite features is the multi-hop. This way you can have secure connections from multiple directions, and I can scroll down. I can select something like we've got United States and Canada, United States, New York, and Canada, Toronto. We can tap on the multi-hop, and it will need permission in order for us to get started with the VPN. So let's go ahead and authorize the Surfshark and get permission. We'll hit the continue button at the very bottom, and now it's going to ask us, Surfshark would like to add VPN configurations. Since we do want our VPN to be connected, we'll press this allow button right here, and then it will take us to our settings where we'll have to enter our passcode. So I'm going to enter our passcode off camera here just to stay secure, and then it will take us back to the app and it will start connecting. And I'm going to hide my IP address at the top right here, but this is what it looks like. In the top right, your IP address pops up, and then it says connected and safe, and then it shows you your connection time. And then at the very bottom, you can see in the bottom left here, you've got the country that you're connected with, US, New York, and then you've got it via Toronto, Canada. So then you can press disconnect at the very bottom. You can pause it on the right. I'm going to swipe down so my IP address goes away. So you can always disconnect at the very bottom. You can pause it right here, or you can scroll and search for another location that you want. So you've got multiple locations here at the top, and you can select whichever location that you want to connect through to keep your data secure. So this is Surfshark, and it's our lovely promotion that we've got going on right now. You can scan the code on the screen, or you can go to appfind.org/Surfshark to take advantage of our incredible offer. And I hope you enjoyed the virtual private network and it keeps you secure. This is one of my favorite products that I use every single day to stay secure on the internet. Now that we've got the Mac all set up, you may be wondering, how do you access the internet? On a Mac, you've got a dock at the very bottom. And here are all of your applications that are on the computer. And for the internet, you activate the one called Safari, which is the third one in the dock and you just click on Safari with one click, and it instantly opens up your internet browser. And then we can come over here to the very top, and at the top bar is our internet address bar. We can type in AppFind and access our YouTube channel just like that. And it connects, and we're connected to the internet. So that's how you access the internet on your brand new iMac M4. Now the Mac for screens and Windows, they have the stoplight colors in the left side of the window. You've got red, which allows you to exit. You've got the yellow, which allows you to minimize. And then this green, which allows you to move and resize and fill and arrange. So you can put things in full screen mode. So let's take a look. If we press it once, it puts this entire website right here in full screen mode for us, and it's really cool. Now you may be wondering, how do you access the controls now that the things are now in full screen? All you have to do is just bring your mouse to the very top of the screen, and the controls come back. So then you can press the full screen button, the green icon, one more time, and it will bring it back to your desktop. And now, just like that, we are on our desktop. So you press the yellow button to minimize, and when it minimizes, it'll go right here in the lower right section of the dock. So just watch it go right back down. And just like that, it is minimized down here into the dock. So now I can zoom in, I can show you, here's our AppFind YouTube channel. I can click it, and it instantly brings it right back up for us to take a look at. And then of course the last one they have is the red icon. That's the X that closes your window, and that's how you exit Windows on your Mac. And just like that, we have closed Safari. So we've taken a look at the dock. You can see in the dock you've got all of your icons right here for all your applications. Now there are two other sections of the Mac that are highly important that we're going to check out right now. And the first one is the menu bar. There are two sides to the menu bar. The menu bar is this long bar that's at the very top of your screen. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in to the left side. So this is what the menu bar looks like. You've got the Apple logo, you got the name of the application that you're currently using, and then your file, edit, view, and menu options. Now, to modify any settings in an application, you typically click on that name of the application, and then there's a settings or preferences button right there. You can also click on the Apple logo, and you can get things to learn more about this Mac. Or you can go to your system settings and have deeper control of everything on your Mac. Let's take a look at the About This Mac section. So About This Mac brings up this iMac. It lets us know that it's running the M4 Apple chip, and that it's got 16 gigs of memory, and we're good to go there. So we can go ahead and exit out. That's how you can learn more about your Mac. You just click the Apple logo in the top left, you click About This Mac, and a little window pops open, and it lets you read all about the Mac. You can see this is the 2024 model. It's the 2024 model and the 24-inch. So there we go. We've got the iMac settings right there. We can press the X to exit it and to get rid of that, and then head right back up to our Apple logo to see what else we have, such as like system settings. System settings, we can click on that once and it opens up system settings. This is where you modify all of your settings on your Apple iMac M4. You can also notice system settings is in the dock. It's the last icon in the dock. So if we want to, you can right click on the dock or hold down when you click, and then we can quit it. So if we want to access system settings, we can hover over to that dock application, we can click it once, and it also opens up. So there are multiple ways to open up your system settings. And here you can see things like About. Here's where you do that software update. You remember when we first started up this computer, we got asked to do a software update. And now we can press Update Now. It takes about 20 minutes to install. It'll download the update and install it right here on this computer. You can modify things like your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your network, energy saver, accessibility, appearance, control center, and more. They've got tons of options that allow you to come in here to your Macintosh and modify it to make it your own computer. And of course, if you did not sign in with your Apple ID originally during the setup process, you can do that right now in the sign in section of the system settings. So I'm going to go ahead and press the X button. We've taken a look at system settings. We've taken a look at this top menu bar on the left side to access system settings. You've also got things like force quit menus. This is also where you can sleep, restart, or shut down your computer. You can lock your screen. If we just lock the screen just like this, we can see what it looks like. It's got the date and the time, and it wants us to enter our password in order to continue. So we can enter our password in, press the enter button, and it takes us back. Oh, I entered the password in wrong. I'm going to try one more time, and now we're back into our desktop. So in the top left of the menu bar is where you have all of your different settings right here. You just click and you can take a look at all of them. Next up, I'm going to show you the top right side of the menu bar. So this is where you have your basic menu icons. Apps love to do icons up here at the top. If you install an app, it may put an icon up here at the top where you get quick access to all the settings. But so far we have our time, and this opens up the notification center and the control center widgets. So we've got widgets, you can place them directly onto the desktop. All you have to do is just drag them over, and now they live on the desktop, just like that. But you just click the time in the top right, you click it once, and your widgets pop up. So you can drag them around, you can put them wherever you want. If you want to edit the widgets, you can at the very bottom right here. You click edit widgets, and you can modify them. We can enable voice dictation, looks like that popped up. We can go ahead and say OK, and then enable. And now voice dictation is enabled. So we've got Siri to the next component, over to the date. So we've got the date, and then we've got Siri. What's the weather in New York? And the weather in New York pops up just like that. We can see Control Center, where we've got our Wi-Fi settings. We can see if something's using the microphone, our location. It tells us, Siri's using our location. It tells us that Siri dictation is using the microphone for privacy settings. We've got our focus modes, where we can click on this and turn on Do Not Disturb or change our focus settings. We've got Stage Manager, which is a way to organize windows to the left panel of the Mac. You've got screen mirroring. You've got the display brightness. We can make it more bright or we can make it less bright. And then we've also got our sound, just like this. We can change the sound of the computer on the side right here, and then we've got our music playing widget. So that's the control center for us. The next section we have is Spotlight. So there's an icon, there's a little search icon right here. You press it once and Spotlight opens up just like this. And then you can search for an app such as Settings. You can just type in Settings and it will start searching for it, and then you can press enter and it will open that app. So you can search for anything on Spotlight, whether it's a web result. Say we want to also search for our YouTube channel. We can type in AppFind, and then our YouTube channel pops up right here, and we can press enter and it instantly opens it up. Today, I'm going to show you a complete beginner's guide of the... So really cool that you got search. Another cool way to access search in Spotlight on the Mac, I'm going to go ahead and show you that you can quit this using the keyboard. So you can take your keyboard, and if you press Command Q, it quits. So you press the Command button, that's right here, and then you press the Q button and it quits. You can also access search by pressing Command and spacebar, and that brings up the Spotlight search, and then you can type in an app such as Launchpad. Launchpad shows you all of the apps on your computer. You can press enter and Launchpad instantly opens up, and now we can see all of our applications. We can swipe across them on this Mac. So it comes pre-installed with the iMovie, the GarageBand, the voice memos, Apple TV. You've got over a dozen applications right here designed for the Apple computer that come pre-installed on your desktop. And you can access Launchpad in the dock right here. It's the second icon in the dock. I can zoom in here. You tap it once and Launchpad instantly opens up just like that. And you can swipe across and you can open up whatever app you want. Say we want to open up the Notes app that's in the top right. All we have to do is just click the Notes app once, and then the Notes app opens up. So Notes is really great. You can add almost anything. You can note to self or with anyone and organize your thoughts. You can turn on iCloud settings to access notes from all your devices. I'm going to hit cancel because I'm not going to connect my iCloud, but if you do have an iCloud or an Apple account, you can sync all your notes between all of your Apple devices, the iMac, the iPhone, the iPad, and more. So I can come in here, I can start a new note, AppFind note. Hi, typing this from, let me spell that. I'm typing this from the iMac 2024. In the future there. Alright, so I just made my first note. I can zoom in so you can see some of it more. But just like this is the Apple Notes application. Really cool that you can come in here and play around with Apple Notes. It's one of my favorite note-taking applications. I put all my thoughts into Apple Notes. So you can also connect your messages, things like your iCloud, your iMessage, your SMS message from your iPhone. Apple's got a mail application, the Maps application. You can save your photos, you can do FaceTime, you can look at the calendar, you've got contacts, you've got reminders, You've got Freeform, which is kind of like a drawing application and note-taking on a whiteboard. And then you've got Apple TV, Apple Music, Apple News. Keynote is designed for presentations and PowerPoints. Numbers for Excel documents and crunching numbers. And Pages for word processing like Microsoft Word. And then the App Store to check out other apps on your Mac. So here we've taken a look at the dock on this brand new 24-inch 2024 M4 iMac. It's very powerful and it can run almost any of these applications. It can probably run all of them at the same time. That's how powerful this new M4 processor is. And we've taken a look at how to get around on the Mac. So of course we've got the options in the top left right here for our menu bar to see all of our settings for applications. We've got the top right section where we can see our time, the control center, and also the widgets and notifications. We've got Siri, Wi-Fi, search, and more. Siri heard me, so it immediately popped open. I'm going to press the escape to immediately exit it. So really cool. I love this computer. It's a very fancy and fast computer, great for all of the video editing, great for all of the word processing and any type of work you need to get done. This M4 computer is a beast. It's very powerful, and I hope you enjoyed this beginner's guide. Want to promote your business in front of tech enthusiasts? You can sponsor AppFind to get a shout out on a video or even your own dedicated video. To learn more, see our rate card and request a sponsorship. You can click our link in the description to Passion Fruit to learn more and inquire about a sponsorship. So this has been a complete beginner's guide of the brand new iMac M4 2024. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button and turn on that notification bell. If you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button too, and figure out when we release our next technology video. We love producing these for you. And let us know in the comments what your favorite feature of this brand new iMac 2024 with the Apple M4 chip is below in the comments. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.